There was a time when Mark Menzies was a rising star in the Conservatives, but now he finds himself marred again in scandal, under investigation, suspended by the party, and removed from his government job. According to The Times, the latest incident dates back to last December, when Menzies woke his elderly former campaign manager at 3:15 a.m, asking for £5,000 as he'd been locked in a flat by what he claimed were bad people. A few hours later, the amount demanded had risen to £6,500, with his current constituency manager Shirley Green using her savings to provide the money. Green was then reimbursed from funds donated by local Conservatives, and yet the following day, Menzies demanded yet another £35,000 for medical bills. It wasn't until January that the Conservative chief whip was told and an investigation launched. Only when the allegations were about to become public did Mark Menzies lose the whip and his envoy job. He told The Times, "I strongly dispute the allegations put to me. I fully complied with all the rules for declarations." It's not the first time he's found himself in trouble. In 2014, he resigned from the government over claims he'd paid for sex and drugs. 3 years later, he was questioned by police over bizarre accusations he deliberately got a dog drunk. In both cases, he said, the allegations were malicious and the police never took any action.
He has had the whip withdrawn. Some further information that the Chief Whip, I understand, became familiar with yesterday, and action's been swiftly taken on the basis of that further information.
But Labour are now demanding for the investigation to go further.
There are obviously a lot of unanswered questions in relation to these allegations, not least why it seems the Conservative Party took so long to act, and whether they've reported this to the police, who it seems to me should be involved in this.
An MP accused of wrongdoing is, frankly, nothing new. You'd be forgiven, actually, for losing count of the number who've either lost the whip or had to resign this Parliament in the midst of scandal. And yet, while this is not just a Conservative problem, it does frankly feel more acute for them at the moment, simply because the party finds itself in such political peril.
One of the things that makes Fylde such a special place are the people who live here.
For the people of his usually safe coastal Conservative seat, it's fair to say voters are not happy.
If you were imprisoned by somebody overnight, you'd call the police, wouldn't you? Particularly in his position, I think. I think I would.
It should have gone months ago when it first came out. It's been covered up, hasn't it?
They tell us what to do, and they don't have the same moral inclinations as most other people around here. So he shouldn't be standing at all.
Depending on the investigation, it may in the end not be up to his constituents whether Mark Menzies survives or not. But in the meantime, this is yet another headache for the Prime Minister, and one he frankly can ill afford to have.